please give it up for mathematician Isar.
Hi. So, my name is Isar, and I'm a researcher in mathematics, in algebra to be more specific. Yeah, indeed, that's the common reaction I get. Right now I can see all these high school traumas flashing in front of your eyes. But this really strikes me because mathematics is probably the most rational construction we know. Yet people get so emotional about it. Some people, they start feeling really smart when it considers mathematics. Whereas other people, they start feeling very insecure. They start doubting of all their intelligence all of a sudden. And when I obtained my PhD, I realized I can use that fact. So I obtained my PhD 3 years ago. That's when I became a doctor in mathematics. Yeah, so doctor in mathematics, it sounds a bit weird. It sounds like I would heal people by letting them lay down on a table, naked. And that I would paint integrals and derivatives all over their body. And sometimes even a square root. But in some way, I actually am kind of a Dr. Mad. But I didn't use it in an evil way. I choose to use mathematics to help people. I use mathematics to cheer people up, to make them feel better. And I even cheered up a friend of mine. His name is Yannick. And now Yannick is this kind of nerdy guy. He's a friend of mine. And so Yannick, he was kind of worried because he had been spending 6 years without having any sexual relationship, and he was getting frustrated and started acting weird. I remember at some point we were the three of us with my girlfriend at our place. We were sitting in the kitchen, and all of a sudden I realized Yannick is staring at my girlfriend from the garden. Naked, and then I realized I have to do something. I have to act. I have to use Dr. Mad. But in order to explain you how I use Dr. Mad in this situation, I have to recall some facts about numbers, which you may have forgotten. Yeah, I see you get enthusiastic, but you're all going to be okay. You all will feel smart. So I need to recall natural numbers. So do you remember what natural numbers are? Yes. Okay, very well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, etc. So yeah, you see, you're all really smart. And okay, next. Do you remember what the prime numbers are? Oh, I can see the fear in the eye of some people now. But hey, don't you be afraid. I'm here to help you. I'm Dr. Mad. I don't want you to be hurt. I'll help you. A prime number is a natural number that can only be divided by two other natural numbers. The number 1 and the number itself. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing to be afraid of. And I used these prime numbers to help my friend Yannick. So, I come up. I meet Yannick and say, hey, hi, Yannick. How are you doing? Have you ever heard of the Ankymarinka? He hadn't? Well, they are insects. They live all over the planet, except for the Arctic. And let me just call them Ankies, right? It's more easy. So these Ankies, they are a bit like you, Yannick. They're kind of shy. They live isolated. They spend all of their lives underground, a bit like you in your mom's basement. And then, once in their lifetime, they come out of the ground, they climb up a tree, they have sex in the tree, and then they die. Are you telling me to have sex in the tree and then die, Isar? No, Yannick, you don't have to die. You can have sex in the tree. That's perfectly fine. But that's not the point here. That's not the point. The point is that these Ankies, so they made babies, right? They made babies. These babies, they fall from the tree into the ground, start living underground, and to repeat exactly the same mistakes as their parents have made. That's so sad. Think of it. That's such a sad life, Yannick. That's even more sad than yours. But that's how they've been living for thousands of years. But they used to have a problem. Picture being such an Anki, okay? So you're living underground, and then, the final day has arrived. Climb out of the ground, you climb up your tree, and you see a beautiful, fertile Anki in front of you. And right when you're about to get romantic, snap! A bird comes out, catches you, and eats you alive. Now that is even more sad. You don't want that to happen, because then you have been spending all of your life underground, waiting to get laid once, all for nothing. Where is this all going, Isar? No, just wait. Hang on. So that's the problem, and you don't want this to happen, right? So these Ankies, they came up with a solution. So they said, well, if we want our chances to get eaten before getting laid become minimal, right? We should come out of the ground every X years, but in a certain way that this chance becomes minimal, right? So how should we choose X? You see that this is pure algebra. And it turns out, dear Yannick, that if you choose X to be a prime number, then this chance to get eaten before having sex becomes minimal. So there you are. The Yankees, the nerds of the insects, with their shitty lives, they have made their lives less shitty by using prime numbers. And spending 6 years without having any sexual inference is nothing compared to these animals, Yannick. No, they can spend 13 or 17 years without having any sex. And if they would have one advice for you, is that you would definitely not have sex this year. You should wait another year, or another 5 years, before having sex. That's when your chances to get ripped apart by a predator become minimal. Now it turns out that this really helped my friend Yannick. Because in the year next, so in his 7th year without having any sexual inference, he stole my girlfriend. Yeah. This guy figured out that if he would steal my girlfriend in a prime number year, then I couldn't rip him apart. How could I be mad at this guy? I mean, this was solid algebra. Thank you.